Hi, thanks for joining me. We're continuing to work through Section 2 of the Canadian Electrical Code and understanding the general technical rules from Section 2. Let's do a chunk of those rules. Let's do Section 2-104 all the way to 110. Rule 2-104 is electrical equipment ratings. For Sub-Rule 1 of this section, the equipment might not always have labels showing its short circuit current rating or how much it can withstand. But if it does, then it's going to be installed, it must be rated to handle the system's voltage and the possible fault current at its terminals. Now let's understand Sub-Rule 2 of 2-104. When you see a line to ground voltage rating, it's often referred to as a slash rating. That's all Sub-Rule 2 is saying. Let's look at Rule 2-106, which is about rebuilt equipment. For Sub-Rule 4 in Rule 106, you should know that circuit breakers or switches that have to be rebuilt or refurbished, especially those exposed to things like fire or water damage, cannot be approved for use if they have been pushed past their rated limits. They have to be taken out of service completely. And that was rebuilt equipment, but Rule 108 is for substitution. The substitution rule says that if the right size or rating of equipment is not available for a job, you have to size up. You can use a larger one as long as it still does what it's supposed to do. If a smaller size is easier to get, it can be used too, but know that that's only if you get special permission under Rule 2-30. Make sure you check with the authority having jurisdiction, the AHJ that we've talked about, before installing anything in order to get the go-ahead for sizing down instead of sizing up. Otherwise, you just size up. And let's also talk about Rule 2-110, circuit voltage to ground for dwelling units. This rule is meant to help the risk of electric shock or the fire in homes, in dwelling units. Let's talk more about dwelling units in the next video. Thank you.